My name is Angela Miller, and today I will be doing a book talk about the young adult novel called Looking for Alaska, written by John Green. So, a brief summary of this book is that this book is about a teenager named Miles Halter, and this boy has an obsession with people's last words. He is more of a loner, and he's tired of his town and his uneventful life. So he decides to follow one of his favorite poet's last words and feels inspired to seek a great perhaps at a boarding school that his father once attended. Once he's there, he meets a spunky girl named Alaska and falls in love with her. And then halfway through the novel, she dies tragically in a car crash. And Miles is left grappling with guilt and grief. But eventually, he's able to find peace within himself while addressing a prompt that his teacher gave him about finding your way out of your own labyrinth, and eventually comes to the conclusion that although he loves what Alaska has brought to his life, he is not, in fact, in love with her. Now I'm going to talk about Looking for Alaska's mentor text features, point of view and its development, as well as characters and setting. The book is written through the first-person point of view of Miles, aka Pudge Halter. Miles is a sympathetic first-person character who tries to fit in at Culver Creek boarding school. We follow his journey as he experiences the difficulty of being an outsider at this school and not knowing many people. As readers, we cheer him on when Miles finally makes a group of friends that includes Alaska and a character called the Colonel. Miles' point of view becomes much more depressing after the first half of the novel after Alaska has died. This is an interesting technique on Green's behalf because Miles' voice changes dramatically. As for the evocative characters, Green builds an intense character named Alaska to parallel Miles. She's a cool girl, spunky, she drinks, she smokes cigarettes, plays pranks, and is essentially a adolescent rebel. Miles, on the other hand, at the start of the story, does not have many friends at all. In fact, he throws an end-of-the-year party at the beginning of the book, and only 2 people show up in attendance. As Miles reflects on Alaska after her death, he begins to realize his previous infatuation with her and eventually reaches a more logical appreciation for her character that includes considering her flaws. The story mainly takes place at Culver Creek boarding school. The school sets the scene for adolescent independence, more than what the typical public schooler might experience because there aren't any parents there. Although the headmaster is very strict, the group of friends still go out and drink, smoke, and do crazy pranks, representing more of a no adults allowed setting. The group of friends spend weekends sneaking out to a place called the Smoking Hole. Here, they smoke cigarettes and have vulnerable talks together. When Alaska dies, the group of friends all go to the smoking hole and throw a cigarette in the water to honor Alaska. This place does not only symbolize rebelling, it also symbolizes the friendship the group shares. This has been my book talk, and I hope you are excited to read Looking for Alaska. It was a wonderful novel in my own reading.